So, what exactly happened in this particular case? Why did she leave the park area? Or why didn't, the officers stop her if they were observing her?
Well, as Chief Jones said in the press conference, she was told to stay in a certain location. We have protocols that were in place that would keep her safe at that location. She then decided to leave and meet them on her own, and the investigator, the case investigator in charge, communicated with her on the phone and told her, do not leave, pleaded with her not to leave, do not go meet them. Our stance is your safety, the safety of the public, is far more important than any drug deal. We can always make another drug deal. So we pleaded with her not to leave. She was able to leave before we could stop her, and decided to meet them on her own.
Why? Why did she leave? Were they not coming here, or did they tell her to meet somewhere else? Is that why?
Yeah, they had asked her to meet somewhere else.
Where?
I don't think we will disclose the location just yet.
Why didn't the police follow her?
Attempts were made, but again, we had a team in place to keep her safe at that location, and it did not entail, it was not predicted that she would leave from that location. That was not part of the plan.
So they tried to follow her, but was she speeding, or how did they lose her?
We won't give information at this point in time as to what she did and which direction she took or anything of that nature.
The team was at the park, though? I mean, they
That
were
is
physically
correct.
there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and attempts, both on the phone, the investigator pleaded with her, no, don't leave, stay here, do not meet them, stay here. And then, of course, she begins to
say, well, they
leave,
called me.
and hangs up, there's no more communication, and she's leaving.
They're watching.
The attempt is made to stop her, and she's already gone.
Do you guys think that they were wise to her being an informant, and that's why they asked to meet her somewhere else?
It's a good question. We don't know. That's part of the investigation to try and determine what it was that made this different than so many other operations that we've completed successfully.
Okay. Can I ask a couple more? How common is it to use people like Rachel? I mean, do you have numbers on, how many informants do you have who help out in Vice to do this sort of thing? Is it a lot? Is it little?
It is not it's not unusual to utilize people who are involved in the drug business to turn up other leads or other sources who are selling. It's obviously a very unscrupulous, seedy world, and very surreptitious. No one wants to be known. No one's real name is used. All those cliches that we've heard out for years and years. So there's no way to quantify exactly how many we use, but that is the way to capture people who are involved in this type of illegal activity. There truly is no other way. It's not like speeding where you can sit on the side of the road and they're going to come to you. This is a very, very covert, secretive, and dangerous world.
I guess when you look, I just see 23 years old, psychology degree, FSU, got a pretty okay life, very middle class. Yes, she's got these, drug arrests, and, she's selling pot, and, obviously took a wrong turn. Seeing her next to those guys, it just seems like two totally different worlds. And wondering, I guess, was she too naive? Was she really prepared? I kind of see like informants as being a little grittier and hard-edged or something, and think that there's a feeling that, was she really prepared enough? Was she being used, I don't know, I don't want to say callously, because I know you guys didn't intend for this to happen, obviously.
Well, I can answer that. It's pretty easy. First off, we did not introduce her to these people.
She knew.
She introduced them to us.
Okay.
We didn't know about them.
You did not?
She introduced them to us. These were people that she told us about. The other is, we all know, crime doesn't care what color you are. It doesn't care where you live. It doesn't care what socioeconomic background you have. There's no magic tattoo that says you're good or bad. We've all seen there are good doctors, there are bad doctors, good lawyers, bad lawyers, good cops, bad cops. It's rampant through society. There's no way to predict who is and who is not involved in drugs. That is that is the hard part about it. It would be nice and clean if we could just say, this is the profile of a drug dealer. But it is just not possible. We see it all the time at the federal level, at the local level, the state level, someone of prominence who's fully engulfed in selling drugs.